Okay, Cam has joined us. We're going to start with Joe Chiata, followed by Ben Vaughn.
Hey, Cam, how are you doing today?
Unbelievable.
Okay, that's a good one. When you face off a team against the Chiefs that is just so potently offensively, how important is it for you guys to sustain long drives and keep your defense off the field as much as possible?
We just gotta, play Patriot football. Simple. And if we do that, control the line of scrimmage, stick to the keys to win. We really can't just focus on something that we cannot control. And that's being, the defense. We know we have to play complementary football throughout this game. And I believe we're putting ourselves stacking practices on top of practices that gives us enough confidence going into the game on Sunday.
And as a quick follow-up, just your overall thoughts on Pat Mahomes and him as a quarterback and just watching him as a quarterback. What are your thoughts on him?
Man, he's changing the game. He's changing the game. I think, he's shined light on the new wave of quarterbacks, and it's just fun to watch. And not only that, he has a lot of merit to what he does. It's not like he's just back there, just an arcade game as sometimes it looks like it, but he knows exactly what he's doing and how he's manipulating the defense. And, that's the same thing that the Dan Marinos used to do. Obviously the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers, those guys really have so much command of the offense that, you dictate to the defense. And, that's what he's doing. He's playing the game at a high level.
Thank you.
Next question, Ben Vaughn, followed by Jeff Howe.
Good afternoon, Cam. How are you doing today?
Unbelievable.
I know it's been a weird year with COVID, but have you been able to connect at all with the fans much? And have you been feeling much connection with the Patriots fan base? And have you felt welcomed here so far?
Have I felt that's a loaded question. I've felt extremely welcome, but as far as the in-person fans, I haven't, and for obvious reasons. And but everywhere I go around town, man, it's just been, so much love, and yeah. So, I know from watching the C's or watching hockey, something that I'm not used to even watching the Sox play. This is a very sports enriched town, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Have you been able to get out much in Boston or Providence or wherever you are?
Thanks to Dollar Bill and old Mickey D's, I've had my plate full, so I haven't been able to really get out much. But that's on my bucket list for sure.
Thanks a lot, Cam.
Next question, Jeff Howe, followed by Chair Sullivan.
Hey, Cam, you mentioned a couple weeks back that Josh McDaniels was a big reason why you wanted to sign here. And I'm just wondering, now that you've had, I guess, almost 2 months to work with him, what, seeing him on the practice field, the meeting rooms, the way that you guys put game plans together, the way that you adjust on the sidelines together, what kind of strikes you about what makes him such a successful offensive coordinator?
Attention to details. Attention to details. And it's no wonder he's had so much success, with being a coach here for so long. And it's kind of like a father-son relationship. And I know I may be speaking out of turn, but it's so empowering just to see Coach Belichick and, Coach McDaniels' relationship. And, I know, from what I've seen, Coach Belichick has so much trust in Coach McDaniels and vice versa. So, obviously he's come, if you're going to be under someone's tutelage, why not it be, that specific person in Coach Bill? But Josh is a person who, really pays attention to the details and tries to get, that added incentive out of a player, performance wise, as much as he can, and he stays on each and every person. And the way he coaches me is the same way he coaches Doughboy and Hoister and everybody else. So that's what you can love and respect about him.
Thank you.
Next question, Tara Sullivan, followed by Andrew Callahan.
Thank you. Hi, Cam. I actually had a Josh McDaniels question as well, so I'll switch it up a little bit with that topic. But tell me a little bit about your impression of him from afar, and if it's matched, what you've done in person. And I remember after game one when you talked about the transparency on the sidelines, like that you enjoyed the conversation with him in the game on the sideline. What is that like for you? Like, what is the in-game experience like with Josh and the communication?
I'm just such a different person now, and just ready to digest certain things, differently than I have been in the past. And I've been growing each and every year, and just he's a person who really kind of spells out a lot of things, and not. Coming from me, I'm a person who loves to put things in layman's terms, no matter how complex or how simple things may be to other people. And he does that. He's a great teacher first, and a coach second. And for him to make sure everybody's firing on all cylinders, from different ID points to the reason why we're calling this play, to in-game adjustments, to trying to attack this defense because and have a whole dissertation for that reason, is something that's, relatively neat and, impressive.
Thank you. Is it something new for you? Is it something you hadn't encountered before? Something different? Do you think it's different?
I wouldn't say it was something, new. I'll just say more or less that I just really appreciate, his professionalism and just his coaching style. So, I've known, you don't have the resume that Josh McDaniels have, just, wearing the coattail of somebody else. You have to uphold your end of the bargain too. And I know now, why that's the case.
Andrew Callahan, followed by Mark Daniels.
Hi, Cam. Thanks for taking the time here today. I'm wondering now, 3 weeks into the offense and leading it and seeing what you've done, and the offense is averaging almost 30 points per game. How much more room do you feel personally you have to grow, and how much better this offense can get?
Every day is a new, thing that I need to get better at. And I'm just trying to command this offense as much as I possibly can. And, from the coaches to the players to even myself, gain confidence and get confidence on the things that I'm able and capable of doing. So, and one thing I have realized, it's not as complex as you make it seem as far as how you can get people's confidence. And that's what I try to do.
Mark Daniels, followed by Megan O'Brien.
Hey, Cam. This week, Patrick Mahomes talked about you a little bit and just said that he watched you when you were at Auburn and you entered the league in Carolina when he was in high school. And I just wonder, what does it mean for you that you've inspired this generation of quarterbacks that, like Pat, who are now entering the league and, starting this, careers of their own?
We all have our own platforms, and, I play this game for multiple reasons, and a lot of those reasons kind of come, off the backs of somebody empowering me. And, it's pretty neat to hear that. But at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to empower others, to motivate others, and to impact others. And through it all, we just all have to use our influence in a positive way.
Thank you.
Megan O'Brien, followed by Phil Perry.
Hey, Cam, it seems that you put a lot of thought and preparation into your pregame outfit. What goes into that, and why is it important to you?
It's a lot of years of thought, and it's just a part of my weekly routine. That's just, I really look forward to things that, kind of can get my mind off of the game of football, periodically, and fashion is something that typically does that. And I think, for me or us, and I say us, I mean football players, we always are bottled into this kind of stereotype that we're masked athletes. A lot of people do not understand, the person underneath the helmet, so to speak. And, I'm really into fashion, and anytime I have the opportunity to see, magazines, news clippings, or, articles about, fashion, I'm all for it. So when I have my opportunity for people to see me, I just want them to be able to see my expression and to have me express myself in a way that does not require me to open my mouth. And I think I've made some good decisions over the years, and some of them I didn't. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still something that I really look forward to.
What should we expect Sunday for the outfit?
Sunday's best.
Next question, Phil Perry, followed by Chris Ryan.
Cam, I wanted to ask you about Julian. He mentioned to us towards the end of training camp that he had been sort of given some down days and he wasn't used to that. He obviously likes to practice a lot, but I know he's been limited lately too. And I'm just wondering from your end, is it hard to continue to develop the chemistry that you have with him if he's not getting as many practice reps as you might be or some of his other teammates might be?
Absolutely. We have our ways, and you still got to be a pro. And it's no different. You call it, vet days, you call it, smart days, you call it whatever you want to call it. We understand that Julian Edelman is still a dominant player in this league. And, as we kind of keep getting to know each other, that's still a person that I admire from afar and even up close, for him to have that work ethic and, for people to know what to expect from him day in and day out. He set that bar extremely high, and he lives up to it each and every day, from the way he, kind of take care of his body as well as the way he practices.
Is that relationship where you want it to be, the on the field relationship?
Yeah, of course. I would think so. But like at the end of the day, we're still professionals. And, yet through it all, for our relationship to be what it is, it also helps, the Doughboys. It also helps, Nikhil. It also helps Demir. It also helps Jacoby. It also helps, Gunner. Because a lot of times we may not have a day together, but when he does come back, we do make up for it in many ways than one.
Thanks, Kim.
And the final two questions will be Chris Ryan and Nick Coy.
Hey, Cam, you spoke earlier about how Dan Marino changed the game, and you've obviously changed the game, and Patrick Mahomes have changed the game. And whenever individuals have that type of success, organizations and also young quarterbacks look to replicate what that brought those other individuals success. Do you view your skill set and also Patrick Mahomes' skill set as being so unique that it is challenging and probably not individuals won't be able to replicate it given your size, your intellect, pocket knowledge, etc.?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just take what the defense gives me, and it's nothing special in that. And I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, it's just my game is predicated off effort. And I go into each game saying to myself, I'm just a football player who so happens to play the quarterback position, and I'm going to take whatever the defense gives me, and I am not going to let nobody from the opposing team out effort me. And when you play with that mentality for so long, some games you do go out and have the statistics that you have where fantasy owners are through the roof, and also there may be games where you're still elated and happy, but your stats doesn't per se match up to what the week before has done. And it's not necessarily about that. It's about you making the impact on this game in a way that you can enjoy it. And I really can say that I've been playing this game for multiple years now, and I really still enjoy it. I really enjoy, waking up when I do and, get my body geared and prepared for this. And, anybody who loves the game can say that. So by the time Sunday comes, it's just like a kid in a candy shop, with all the thrills that a person may need or get.
Thanks, Cam.
And final question will be Nick Coy. Go ahead, Nick.
Thank you, Stacy. Hey, Cam. Through 3 games so far, the offense has not committed a penalty. Just how much does that speak to how disciplined the offense has been so far, and how important is that to carry on into Kansas City against the defending champ Sunday?
It's extremely important. It's extremely important. But yet, that's just a test to, great coaching. It's an attest to, guys being locked in and focused on, their craft, as linemen or whatever, you're being able to move your feet. Blocking downfield has been key for us and our success, especially running the football. It's so much that, we can kind of point to coaching and our mental telepathy to understand, this is what we need to get done and get those things done. Josh and his staff goes over a plethora of things that we need to kind of focus on each and every day, as well as throughout this week as far as keys to win. And come Sunday, we just make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do so we can put this team in the best situation to attain a win.
Thank you, Cam. Thank you, everyone.